Welcome to the overview presentation for Lesson 1. Overview will give you a little bit of information about professional writing in general and how important it is. And then we'll talk about your forum assignments for the week, which will ask you to get to know your small group and set goals for yourself in this class. First, a little discussion of why professional writing is so important. Do you think you have a profession or you will have a profession where you will do a lot of writing? Yes or no? That was a trick question. If you answered no, you're wrong. All professional people will need to write consistently for their jobs. They may not always write reports or long documents, but other writing, such as email, letters, memos, web writing, and status reports, are integral to just about any job. That's why you're taking this class. And you thought it was just a stupid gen ed requirement, right? If you do an even cursory web search, there's a ton of evidence that employers really want their employees to write well. And unfortunately, there's a lot of evidence that not everyone has the best writing skills. As you'll read in your textbook, most employers actually wish a good portion of their employees had better writing skills. If having better writing skills, which will make you more employable and promotable, isn't enough to convince you to work on your writing, how about the fact that bad or ineffective writing can actually cost lives? One of the largest space disasters in NASA history, the explosion of the Challenger shuttle in 1986, is actually cited as one of the most crucial professional writing failures in history. A poorly written memo written the night before the launch actually caused such miscommunication that although the engineers from the consulting company were trying to recommend that NASA not launch the shuttle, the NASA audience misinterpreted the message and went ahead with the launch anyway. If that memo had been written differently, it is possible the disaster never would have occurred. An article in the Business and Professional Ethics Journal in 1993 read, "The most powerful and least understood tool of the engineer, writing can be the vehicle by which ethical conduct is implemented in the modern organization." Later in the same article, it said, "The case study of the Challenger explosion raises crucial issues in communication. It emphasizes the technical and ethical importance of, 1, the ability to use clear language to make things that seem difficult easy to understand without distorting the reality, and 2, the need to present ideas clearly and forcefully, sometimes in an unreceptive corporate setting. It's clear, good writing skills may make you more attractive to hire or get you that promotion earlier, but in certain, and admittedly rare, instances, poor writing can even be the cause of a national tragedy. Think on that for a few minutes. With that in mind, I'd like to talk about the forum assignments you have for the week. The two go together, as both will be with your small group. You should have already gotten an email with your small group assignments. You'll do various activities with this group throughout the semester, and for the first forum assignment, I just want you to get acquainted with the members of your group. The discussion, due January 27th, is a meet and greet place for all of you to get to know your group members. Talk to your other members, see what you have in common. Share examples and links to other business and professional writing information you have on the web. Post pictures, videos, or other media that may help them get to know you and or be relevant to this class. Of course, keep it clean and be sensitive. I probably don't need to say this, but be aware of any racial or cultural differences you might have and keep it clean and above board. You will find a topic under the Lesson 1 forum discussion with the same name of your group. Hold your discussion in there. Only your group and I will be able to see your discussion and respond to the posts. This way, discussion and responses are more manageable than having to look at everyone in the classes. Once you get to know each other, then you can move on to your second forum discussion for the week, goal setting for the semester. In the Forum 2 discussion, I want you to come up with 4 goals for this semester. They can be specific, like learn to use a semicolon, or more broad, like learn to be more direct in my wording. But regardless, they need to be measurable and thoughtful. Saying, I want to learn to write better isn't going to cut it. Discuss your goals in the Lesson 1 Forum 2 topic, where you'll again find a topic set up for just your group. Post your goal discussion in there and talk with members of your group about your different goals. This forum discussion is due by Friday, January 29th at 11 p.m. What else are we doing in this lesson? You'll have 2 presentations to review, one on professional writing more in-depth, and one on plagiarism. I'll post those presentations in the Lesson 1 tab when they are complete, and I will send an announcement letting you know that they are out there. Next week, you will have a forum discussion related to the presentation and also a quiz at the end of the week. The forum free discussion will be due February 3rd and the quiz will be due February 5th. In the meantime, if you have questions, please let me know. Have fun getting to know your group. Thank you very much. The final slide is image credits.